It'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Across the 30 to the 31. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jones wants to change it up. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 31, here's 2nd and 4.
Okay, let's make some good plays today.
Now Jones. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That good for 19 and a first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. What we just saw, we saw a lot of last week. He had 5 tackles for loss a week ago and 1 here in the first quarter now.
And I think a lot of that comes from not just his athletic ability and his intelligence and understanding how he's being blocked and how to get to the ball carriers, but also comes from scheme as well. You've got a guy that high, playing that well. Your defense coordinator is looking for ways to create mismatches and get him to the football.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller, 65 yards. And the Saints will strike first here in this wild card matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Throwing Jones. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play action now, Winston. There's Chris Olave. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Now it's Miller running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On third down, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. Johnson jostles free. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 9. Johnson on the counter. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On third down, Jones. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's fourth down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And taken right on the 30. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it with a 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
On the move past the 40 and down right around the 37.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Winston. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. And Shaheed going to go in motion. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd down, Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
2nd and 7 from the 20. They'll find Hodgins there complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Up the middle, Johnson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brian Brzee able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. Campbell making the catch. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A first down carry now for Miller. 75 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early. Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Winston now from the 50. Flush to his right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. They complete it to Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in and picks up the first down.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Working out of the gun, Winston.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. From the gun, Winston. That is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. To throw, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill from 6 yards away.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
The point after, good by Groupie.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Taken from just outside the 30. Ooh, what a move. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the Visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And some room to run now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
First down, Winston.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
They're going to look to throw.
They set up the screen to Miller.
And he's got some space here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They just do get the play off. Now Winston.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30.
So it was a drive that had real promise. the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now Jones on 1st and 10.
A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Jones on 3rd down.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Half 18, half 18. Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Ladybug, 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 ladybug.
They'll look to throw again.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing, Jones. Screenplay, Johnson. Touchdown, Giants! Ty Johnson from 3 yards out.
And the Giants are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they have to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They juked him and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the 1st.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Brian Brzee, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. York able to send this one through, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Miller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Gets this complete to Shaheed. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On second down, here's Miller. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Setting up the screen for Miller. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Boogie Basham earning himself a tackle for a loss as he stops him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a second down throw for Winston. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. Touchdown! Taysom Hill, his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a two-score game and a solid lead.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Timberland.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Timberland.
Jones now on 1st down. He gets it left side of Johnson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now Jones going to change it up here.
Here's Jones off the play fake. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now a screen set up for Johnson.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
They'll run it again with Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
3rd and 9 here.
Jameis to throw it.
Now be taken in by Shaheed.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game, and a first down as well. Operating from the gun, Jones. That ball caught by Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Jones.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it, and he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Gets around him. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Winston.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
And the Saints season will march on as we say thanks for watching and so long.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles